Well, hey there everybody, my name is Ender, welcome back to another video. 17 things you probably didn't know about Minecraft 1.17. That's actually a lot. In today's video, we will be checking out 17 things you probably didn't know about 1.17. If you enjoy my videos and maybe want to see more 1.17 videos or just more videos in general, then don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. That would mean a whole lot for both me and you. It'd support me greatly because it'd get me closer to my 400 subscriber goal of the year, and then it would also help you because you get more videos like this from me. And who doesn't want videos from me? And if you enjoy this video, then as always, don't forget to drop a like, and as well check the description. Maybe there's something you'll be interested in down there. Anyway, let's hop into the video. So starting off with number 1 here, let's just go ahead and get into it. Lava Cauldron. An addition to 1.17 is that cauldrons have more functionality, and one of the functions includes being able to put lava inside of them. So now we can store lava inside of cauldrons, and this has been on the Bedrock edition for a while, so if you're a Java player, this feature is finally coming. There's been many situations where I'm in survival on Java edition and I want like a trash can or something. Oh, finally we're getting lava cauldrons. This is great. Number 2 is underwater rails. We can finally place water under... Wait, what? That's not how it goes. We can finally place rails underwater, and this is amazing. This is another feature that's been on Java edition. This is another feature that's been on Bedrock edition for the longest amount of time, and it's finally making its way to Java edition. This is great. So we can put any type of rail, meaning the regular rails, the powered rails, the detector rails, and of course the activator rails. And as well as any type of minecart, not the regular minecart, things like hopper minecarts, chest minecarts, I already said that, furnace minecarts, and TNT minecarts. Don't play with those. Underwater rails. We now have underwater collection systems. Amazing. And the rails don't break either, so that's cool. This one is very interesting. So we have skeleton to stray conversion. So I can grab a skeleton spawn egg or find one in survival. We can place a skeleton inside the powdered snow, watch it for a little bit, and then eventually it'll actually turn into a stray. And not just like a fake stray, like a real stray. And you'll notice it's kind of shaking. He's like, oh, I'm cold. So you could either have him just completely covered in powdered snow, or just one layer, and then eventually he will turn into a stray, just like that. And then you can kill the stray, and it will drop, well, if you're lucky, slowness arrows. But believe me, it is a real stray. Alright, number 4. This is one I really like. Number 4 is path blocks. Specifically a change to how path blocks work. So we could grab any type of shovel. You may know that, I'm assuming most players know that you can take some grass and then use a shovel on it. It'll turn into this beautiful path block. Well, maybe you accidentally place a block or something on that path block. It turns back to dirt. You have to wait for it to grow back into grass so you can then, path block it back. Well, now there's no wait. We can just do it on dirt. And not only dirt, coarse dirt as well, podzol, rooted dirt, and even mycelium. Now this is weird, but I like it. We can finally path block basically any type of dirt, and that's just amazing. I really like that. Oh, another similar one to this, number 5, stone to moss. So if we grab bone meal here, you'll notice we have like this moss block right here in the middle. There's a bunch of different variants of different like dirts and stones all around it. You may know that if you take like moss block and then you put it near some grass and you bone meal it, it'll grow into like all these plants and beautiful stuff. Well, if you take bone meal and use bone meal on a moss block near like stone, gravel, sand, dirt, rooted dirt, podzol, grass, deep slate, granite, andesite, and diorite, well, this is what will happen. They will all turn into... Hey, what's going on here? I guess the gravel and sand don't work. But they all turn into moss blocks. And then if we go into survival here, we can break them. And they're all converted into moss blocks. Now this is really cool. Maybe this is a way of a more efficient mining. I think that could be awesome. That's so interesting how you can turn stone into moss. That's so weird. Number 6, foxes actually eat glowberries. Many of you probably know that foxes can eat sweet berries. So if we just go in here, these are just barrier blocks by the way, we can grow all these glowberries. Maybe this fox will eat the glowberries. Also, I don't know what happened, but like I spawned this fox in and it just said this word, Twitter, I believe. Hey, check that out. He ate the glowberry, but What does that mean, Twitter? Oh, that's right. I have a Twitter that's linked in the description that you guys should go follow and learn more about me. That's what the fox is trying to say. Anyway, yeah, Twitter fox can now eat glowberries. That's so amazing. Now you can turn that into like some sort of farm. So people make these like automatic sweetberry farms. So now we can have automatic glowberry farms. Awesome. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Everyone's gonna love this. There's a brand new game rule in the game, and it is known as player sleeping percentage. So if we go ahead /game rule player sleeping percentage, just like that, it defaults to 100%. This means if you're on like a server, 100% of the players have to sleep in order to skip the night. But let's say you change that to like 50%. Then half, like, let's say there's 6 players online, only 3 of them have to sleep. Meaning, you can also change it to 0, or just any random negative value, and that means none of the players have to sleep in order for it to change to nighttime. So, there could be, you know, any number of players on, only one player has to sleep in order for it to skip the night. Or if you're doing some sort of challenge, you could set it to like 101 or even higher, and that'll make it impossible to sleep and skip the night. So definitely whenever Hypercraft switches over to Java Edition, we're definitely going to use that game rule. That is so amazing. You no longer have to install any data packs. So helpful. Alright, what are you wondering traders yammering about? Oh, new wondering trades? Oh, you can now buy moss block, pointed dripstone, small drip leaf, and rooted dirt from wandering traders? Well, that's not a bad deal. Especially for the moss block, because currently the moss block is not in the game where you can find it yet. So, awesome. Now, wandering traders have been in the game for like 3 years by now. I recently, I think, made my very first trade with a wandering trader on Hypercraft. One spawned in, it was during 1.17, and it had a moss block trade, and I was like, wow. And as well as a small drip leaf too. So I was like, yeah, I'm taking that. And that was like my first wandering trader trade ever that I've made. So yeah, it's about time they have something useful. Drowned drop copper. Wonder what that could mean. That's number 9, by the way. Sword, drowned spawn egg, drowned go in. Oh yeah, it's peaceful. Drowned goes in the water. We kill him. And many of you know that they used to drop gold. But as of 1.17, they now have the same chance to, instead of dropping gold, drop copper. And it's not the biggest, chance in the world. It will take some time. But if you really like copper, and you want to go through all that work, you can set up your very own automatic copper farm if you want to go through all that work. Drowned farms are probably one of the hardest farms to make in Minecraft, so maybe don't. Maybe just go mining for copper every once in a while. Find a copper vein, get like thousands of copper. Maybe do it that way. But maybe eventually a drowned will drop copper for us. Oh well, just believe me. They have a little small chance of dropping copper, same as gold. So, whatever. We'll forget about that. They drop copper instead of gold now. Bye. We're not bye because we still have 8 more things to check out. And this next one is number 10, Shulker Duplication. So, I have no idea how this really works. I know there has to be two shulkers near each other, and then they have a chance of duplicating. But there's also some very specific rules, like I think they have to be below half health, and there has to be more shulkers nearby to increase the rates. It's very complicated. It's so complicated. It's like one of those technical farms that some people do. Yeah, Shulker Duplication. Kind of crazy, actually. Infinite shulker shells, but yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. Number 11, Anvil naming limit. So this is kind of one of those underrated features. So we can name things in Minecraft, you know that? Like I could name my diamond sword this, and that'd be good. But there was a certain limit before this update of only 35 characters, but now that has been changed to 50, which is quite a bit more. Yeah, you can tell, like down there on the hotbar, that's way more than 35. Now it's 50, which is awesome. Really one of those nice quality of life changes. I really like that. Number 12. I don't know why this hasn't been a thing forever, but rocket crafting, firework rocket crafting. So we can now take the recipes to make a firework rocket, go into the crafting grid, and actually craft them. That is now a thing now. Instead of having to manually place them into the crafting grid, we can now look in the recipe book and find firework rockets. I'm pretty sure this was already on Bedrock Edition for like ever. Now it's making its way over to Java Edition. That's kind of like a recurring theme in this update. Lots of features coming from Bedrock Edition making its way over to Java Edition. Usually it's the other way around. I kind of like this though. Number 13, light block. Do you see this block right here? This is the light block. Okay, there is a block there, but you just don't see it. /give at s light, and then there was light. Now you see the block. Check that out. So, this is the light block right here. It looks like a light bulb, and it says 15 on it. Well, for a better demonstration, we can set it to midnight. Yeah, this thing gives off light, being an invisible block. But yeah, it's an invisible light source. Now, we can place another one down here. We can tweak the light level. So right now it's 1. Then we can hold the light block. Now it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know how that works. All the way up to 15. Then it restarts again. Seriously, this feature is so cool, and it's been on Bedrock Edition for 2 years now, around there. But yeah, it's seriously so cool. Like if you're a map maker or something, oh, this is the perfect feature for you. Alright, number 14, texture updates. So there's actually been a handful of nice texture and updates and like improvements in 1.17, the release. Some of them being the clock, the compass, and sugarcane actually, which was never stated by the developers, but sugarcane is now more like vibrant, kind of matches the real world texture when you place it on the ground. The clock is more clocky, and the compass is more compass. As well as 3 of the Blackstone variants. So regular Blackstone, polished Blackstone, and polished Blackstone bricks. You may not notice it, but these 3 blocks have actually received some minor texture updates. So that's kind of cool, I guess. They're more smoother, I should say. Number 15, redstone equals no fall. What could that mean? So, 1.17 introduces a new plant known as Big Drip Leaf. If you stand on this plant, what's cool about it is if you stand on it, it'll actually start falling, and then you'll fall down as well. This is really cool for like challenged parkour. Then eventually it'll go back up, and then we can stand back on it, and it'll go down. But there's actually a way to prevent it from falling like that using redstone. Redstone is the answer to everything, okay? So here I have a normal drip leaf, big drip leaf. It'll fall, but if I flick this lever, it'll go, or it won't go. It'll just stay there. I can stand on it as long as I want. That's awesome. Now, previously, it wasn't redstone. It was actually crouching, which would prevent it from falling, but that didn't really make any sense because you'd think crouching would make it fall faster, so they swapped it over to redstone. Pretty neat. Now I believe you can let it fall, and then as soon as it'll like redo it automatically. Yeah. Number 16, a new block in the game, smooth basalt. So this is regular basalt right here. It's still the same, introduced in the Nether update 1.16. This is the polished variant, which gotta say looks really nice and kind of cool, like a burnt tree or something. But now we have a brand new variant of basalt, and it's known as smooth basalt. You get smooth basalt by smelting regular basalt in a furnace. Smooth basalt looks so good for walls, like just old walls or something. Like, do you see how good that blends together? It looks like there's little chunks of the basalt kind of like broken up. It's really cool, and you can barely even tell that the smooth basalt is in there. And I think the further you go away, the better it looks. So I like that a lot. Oh no, our last one, number 17. Non-survival items. So there are a couple of items in the game that were introduced in 1.17, but you have to use the give command to get them. These are the bundle and the skulk sensor. To get the bundle, you have to type that into the chat /give at s bundle. The bundle, I'm sure all of you know what it is by now. It's basically like an extra inventory, like a little bag or something. You can put items in there up to a stack. The skulk sensor is really cool. It's a brand new mysterious redstone item. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, that's a redstone item? But it actually like senses your motion and like other sounds and vibrations, and it turns it into a signal, a very specific signal. So let's say you open a door, that, I don't know what signal strength that is, but that would be a very specific signal. But let's say you're just walking around, that would be a different signal. So you can filter out these signals and basically create a certain function or output. So I really like that. This might actually get me more into redstone, which I'm terrible at. But yeah, the skulk sensor, I really like that block or item or plant or whatever it is. Redstone item, we'll say. It's so unique and unlike anything in Minecraft. And unfortunately, that's it for the list. Check this out though. This video kind of took a while to set up. This is a lot of stuff. I had no idea 17 would be a lot to set up in a video. If you guys enjoyed the video, then as always, don't forget to leave a like. That would be a huge help. If you guys want to see more from me, then don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. Join the notification bell gang today, and subscribing would really help me out. If you guys want to know actually like a lot more about me, you're missing out on a lot, then you can check out my social media down below in the description. I got things like Discord, Instagram, Twitter, and my most recent thing, Buy Me a Coffee, which is a website I found similar to like Patreon or Reddit. So basically what I'm saying is, if you can and if you like want to, I really think you should support me more and interact with me and maybe chat with me. That could be super fun. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are and taking care of yourselves. And make sure, as always, to stay safe, healthy, and happy. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Go have a good day, and goodbye.